Hello, viewers. A very good morning. Mamuka say. Interesting developments happening in the politics of Zimbabwe. Promise Mukwananzi is reportedly the new CCC president, replacing advocate Nelson Chamisa, and it was announced that is now an acting president. Let us take a look on the report from the Newsworks. They say opposition CCC spokesman Promise Mukwananzi, who is loyal to former party leader Nelson Chamisa, says he is now the new leader and will engage in a series of political activities in the coming days in a bid to break the recalls logjam created by self-imposed Secretary General Sengezo Shavangu. Mukwananzi, former Tajamuka activist group leader, who is now a self-proclaimed CCC president, says he will soon roll out a program of action to tackle the party's convoluted internal crisis and other current issues affecting the nation. Mukwananzi, a former student leader and ardent activist, said, "In the coming days, we are going to fight for the following items: that the recall letter submitted by the party to the Ministry of Local Government, Public Works and National Housing on Monday, the 15th of January, be expedited and effected. Then, number two, that our candidates for the 3rd of February 2023 by elections know about the laws of Zimbabwe. It is a paradox that purported opposition leaders are at the forefront of barring fellow opposition leaders from contesting. Number three, that all our proportional representatives in Senate, they had been selected by our leader and President Advocate Nelson Chamisa after the 23rd of August 2023 disputed elections. That Honorable Job Sikala be immediately and unconditionally released from prison and compensated for the wrongful arrest and illegal detention." So this is the new development at this moment in time. Promise Mukwananzi has said that he is now the acting president of the Citizens Coalition for Change up until Congress is conducted, and he has actually mentioned the plan of action. And so this is very important to Zimbabwe, because it seems as if there's a direction, there is somewhere. The plan which is being worked on is actually reaping the intended fruits. So I will talk about a setup which happened, and a lot of people who were working with Shavangu fell into the trap, and right now they are regretting their actions and their moves. So whatever which is happening in the politics, especially in the opposition, people must use wisdom to deal with each and every situation, because if you use emotions, not wisdom, then you are bound to fail. I have seen a lot of MPs, like the Marondra Central MP has fallen into the trap and has been exposed and humiliated at the same time. So it's interesting, Team Zimbabwe, what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Let me just put right here onto the screen the actual tweet from Promise Mukwananzi, where he advised that he is now taking action, and he actually gave an update about what is going to happen. He said, we have spoken about this, but this is the actual tweet from Promise Mukwananzi, and he is now dealing with this matter at a personal level. So, Team Zimbabwe, a lot is happening. A lot is happening, and the political landscape is spinning and turning. A lot of strategies are being implemented. A lot of things are happening behind the scenes, and nobody knows what's the next move of this team, which is working with President Nelson Chamisa. No one knows the next move. So at this moment in time, include people like everybody, including the Shavangos, they do not know what is next, and they do not know what awaits them in the future. So there is a lot. We are going to continue watching, and we'll be updating the nation about the necessary moves which they're going to take from this one. Remember, everything is done piece by piece, and they've announced 4 things which they are going to focus on, and they are focusing on the issues of recalls, the issues of candidates for the 3rd of February by-elections, which means we have a time frame. Remember, this is 30 January 2024, and by-elections are coming on 3rd February 2024. Just a few days from now, we are having these by-elections. Yesterday, an appeal was filed with the Supreme Court where they are dealing with that matter. So from now onwards, a new team has taken over the control of the party and is now working on to implement these strategies. So this shows that this is something which is going to be done quickly. Remember, Job Sikala's sentencing is about to happen very, very, very soon. And a lot is being said regarding Honorable Job Sikala. There is a lot. And at this moment in time, I will not delve much into the details of what is happening because for some reasons. I will not delve into the issues of Honorable Job Sikala because there are some sensitive issues which are happening around him. So I will leave it as it is. I will not comment on that issue up until everything is done. So the judgment is expected anytime from now. He was convicted. The sentencing is the one we have been awaiting for, and a lot is happening as we speak right now. So it is what it is, but we are going to watch and see how Mkwananzi is going to tackle this and deal with this issue. So it means the CCC as a party has not fallen down because there are some people who are very loyal to President Nelson Chamisa who are claiming that they are still in charge of CCC and they are working to make sure that they restore sanity and they lead the party to Congress. So it's now Shavangu versus Mkwananzi, and it is going to be a very interesting moment because both of them, nobody elected them to be where they are. So they just emerged and said, Ndinda to SG Mwagati, Ndinda acting president. So we are going to watch and see how these things are going to unfold and how everything is going to be settled out. Who is going to win? Probably Mkwananzi does have an upper hand in terms of dictating what's next within the CCC, although there is state capture of Honorable Job Sikala, but with Mkwananzi, there are greater prospects of better results. A lot of people are asking questions. Why did Advocate Fadzai Maere resign? I will not answer that question. In my own view, I will not answer that question at this moment in time. But when you see things being done, there's always a reason why those things are being done. So key targets in the whole thing are not also in Chamisa, Fadzai Maere. I can tell you, these are the key targets of the regime. Why? They know that this team combined, it can give the best results you have never seen in our generation. So there is something very important to actually focus on. And we'll continue to focus on those very important things and not personal things. So I will not focus on Advocate Fadzai Maere. I will not focus more on President Nelson Chamisa. We are now focusing on what is happening within the CCC. That is Promise Mkwananzi versus Shavangu. Who is going to emerge winner? What will happen if Job Sikala comes out of prison? Those are very important issues, and a lot is at stake at this moment in time. So it is what it is, Team Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for coming. And I'm now done with politics. It's stressful in Zim. Yes, you know, for those who fought the liberation struggle, let us go when ZANU PF was formed around 1963. That is when ZANU PF, ZANU was formed. Before, there was ZAPU. So before 1963, we had ZAPU, we had other political parties, and in 1963, we had ZANU coming in. And from 1963 to 73, that is 10 years. From 73 to 1980, that is 7 years. which means ZANU had to stay 17 years fighting for it to become than ZANU. Ngomo had been in the trenches much longer than others who came and led. We had something like ANC in the past before all these political parties. Several political parties came in, and it took decades of fighting for the liberation struggle to end, and for the longest house agreement to be signed. It was after a very long time. So to those who are saying, I'm done with politics, you are not yet done with politics, because one way or the other, politics is always in your home. When your kids want textbooks, that is politics. When your kids want food, that is politics. When your kids want clothes, that is politics. Because once you fail to do it for your children, and the other man next door is doing it, one way or the other, you start to hear hints about you being a failed father or a failed mother, because the other one next door is doing it. So it will be politics at home. So you never run away from politics. We live in politics, we eat politics, everything we do is politics. So I don't believe that it's a good idea to leave politics. We need to have this engagement each and every day. We need to conscientize each other, inform each other about what is happening, and more importantly, we need to make sure that we strengthen each other. Kanzi now yose yakanaka manje zvaitwa ndipromisa gonesa, well done, keep it up Mkwananzi. So I believe that President Nelson Chamisa stepped aside and left this gap for other people who can match Shavangu to chip in. You cannot expect President Nelson Chamisa on his level to be fighting with people like Shavangu. He must focus on national issues, more important issues, whilst peers, people of the same level with Shavangu, they take him head on. And this is a very wise decision made, and it shows that there is always a strategy. And that is the reason why Mkwananzi was put close in the first place, and that is the reason why they wanted to arrest him in the first place. They knew how effective he would be in terms of dealing with political messes which we have. So it's something else in Zimbabwe. It means it will be difficult for them to find anything to arrest President Nelson Chamisa. We will talk about the arrest of President Nelson Chamisa, how they want to do it, and why they are actually pursuing that route. We'll come and talk about it. But with Mkwananzi now in charge, then we are actually moving in a different direction altogether. It is what it is. Thank you very much for the contributions. Thank you very much for the support. Please keep on subscribing, commenting, and sharing.